Hello Internet, I am Miss B, also sometimes known as K Thorn, and welcome to my channel where we are currently playing through all the Nancy Drew games from number 1 all the way to number 34. Currently about to start number 7 of the series, which is Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. I do not have a physical copy of this disc, but I do have old notes, so that means I have played this before. Do I have any memory of this? I do not. Maybe when I start playing I'll remember it, but currently I have zero memory. However, looking at my old notes, it's literally just the front of a note card here. It doesn't look like a lot. So what I'm going to do instead is I have already started a brand new blank card. This one is just going to be put upside down, out of the way. In fact, I have my almost 100-year-old Nancy Drew book right here still. I'm going to very daintily put it. You can see it's being put cover and closed, and this is going off to the side, and that is where it will stay. And I will instead make brand new notes for this particular game. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you know last video I did not do that. I used my old notes, but that's because it was it's 2 of these front and back, and it was just a lot of notes. It was a lot. So that one I just used my old notes to make it a little easier for everybody. A little less time, and it was still way longer than I normally have my videos. This one, we're not going to do that. Hour and a half is about my limit. Sometimes push to an hour 45 with like talking. But yeah. At one point during this particular video, there will be an awkward cut because I do have a robot vacuum. And it is in my office, unfortunately. We had no place else in the house we could put it. So it is in my office, unfortunately, so at some point it's going to randomly start. I will chunk that out of the video as I'm trying to quickly stop it and pause it. It's just the time of day I'm recording, though. Normally I record in the mornings, but unfortunately this morning I had a doctor's appointment, and then I had to take some stuff to a frame shop to get framed. So I wasn't able to start until early afternoon on playing. But if you're new to my channel, essentially what I'm trying to do here is just play video games in more of a healthy way. I'm that kind of person where I will overwork myself between regular work and chores to a point where when I finally sit down and play video games, I play them for 14 hours straight, with the only breaks being bathroom and getting a snack. And that is unhealthy. So I'm trying to get to a healthier place with video games and a bit of a healthier work-life balance. So by recording regularly, editing, and posting, it kind of keeps me on a more healthy track of playing games, especially since I don't want the videos to be uber long. So that kind of forces me to stop at a certain point as well. So if you're watching this, if you enjoy this, please make sure you leave a comment. That way I know that there's at least somebody out there watching these and expecting these. It gives me more of a drive to keep going. If I were to ever get to a point where I was earning money from this, essentially that money would go towards first equipment upgrades, and then second donations. I would donate to charity anything that wasn't used in equipment upgrades. So that's literally all I would use for the money. I do have a full-time job. I do not plan to leave my full-time job. I do love it. I have anxiety and I overwork myself. So we're trying to better control my anxiety, and my therapist is actually very happy that I'm doing this. She thinks it's a good idea. So we're trying. We're keeping going. But as usual, I don't like to keep these beginning things too long. We're about at the 4-minute mark, getting close to the 5-minute mark. So without further ado, let us jump into Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake.
Welcome to my latest case, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. To start playing, choose either Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Tutorial.
We're definitely not new. I've played some of these before, like this one I've played before apparently. Senior Detective. This, I think, is still the old school way of doing it. I'm debating doing Senior Detective. It just means more difficult puzzles. I'm glad I did Junior Detective on the last one. I want more difficult puzzles on this one. I want to keep it more simple. I'm going to keep it Junior Detective for the sake of time on videos. Maybe. Nah, you know what? We'll go Senior Detective. The awkward debate. Now we're gonna go Junior Detective for the sake of time on videos. Keep it a little bit more story driven. I'll go more difficult on other kinds of games. Which, speaking of, it is my summer break. I am looking at supplementing with a second game. If you have a recommendation for another game for me to play, please put that in the comments. So far, we are coming up on July, and I still haven't gotten a recommendation. I did try Fallout, the first Fallout. That didn't go well, and that video will not see the light of day. However, this fall, I will, even though I'll be working, I'm still going to try and make it work. I will be supplementing with Dragon Age: The Veilguard. I will be playing it. I'm not going to make an opinion of the game until I actually play it. Because ads, previews, they only show so much. So I will be playing that this fall.
Dear Ned, remember Sally McDonald, the woman who took those photos that Dad has up in his office? Well, she just bought a house in Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. A gangster named Mickey Malone built it back in the 20s as his country getaway. We're talking major fixer-upper. Anyway, last night Sally called and she said she desperately needed my detective skills. She refused to say why over the phone. Naturally, I said I'd drive to Moon Lake immediately. But weird things started happening the moment I pulled up. First, this big tree fell down behind my car and has me totally blocked in. And then I discovered that Sally's gone. She left a note that suggested something terrible happens here at night. She's supposed to call me from her car. So here I sit, writing to you while I wait for the phone to ring. It's nighttime, and although part of me is dying to know what frightened Sally away, another part of me is starting to feel a little uneasy. I'll let you know what happens. Ever yours, Nancy.
Oh, that's uncomfortable. What is this? Personal data assistant. Wait! Cool! I have little case notes at the palm of my hand. This was the first step towards having the phone on hand. That's right. This is basically like a phone. It's got a little phone here. Okay. I see. Okay. Huh. That's funny. Her Interactive is the company that makes the games. Cool, this is it.
Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's Sally. We have to talk fast because I'm in my car and my cell phone's running low, so we might get cut off. But did you see my note?
Yes, are you all right?
No, I feel awful bailing on you like that. You must think I'm such a flake.
I'm just worried about you. What's wrong?
I couldn't stand the thought of spending another night there. I knew you were on your way, but it didn't help. I just got too scared.
You make it sound like the house is haunted or something.
Not the house, the woods. Just wait until it gets dark. Then you'll see. What am I saying? Nancy, you shouldn't be there by yourself either. Why don't you just go get in your car and go home? Or drive to Philadelphia. My aunt's got plenty of room.
One of your trees seems to have other plans for me.
What do you mean?
Let me put it this way. Unless someone who just happens to have a chainsaw just happens to come by, my car's not going anywhere.
Oh, the dead maple beside the driveway. Oh, they told me it was in danger of falling over when I had the place inspected. I just never got around to doing anything about it. Listen, call M's Emporium. That's a store on the lake. Emily knows everybody. She'll know who to call if she decides to answer her phone.
It's late. Won't the store be closed?
Where's my brain? Okay, look. I just bought a little outboard motorboat. I haven't used it yet, but the guy who put it in for me said it should run just fine. It's tied up at the dock out front. Just get in it and go. Go anywhere. Just get away from the house.
I can't just take off in your boat. It's pitch black outside.
Then listen to me. Go around the house and lock all the doors and windows. Do that right now.
Sally, just tell me why you're so upset.
The dog! Those dogs! Out of nowhere. They're outside howling and snarling. Teeth and claws. Horrible.
Dogs? Hello? Did you say dogs? Hello?
Check out squeaking mice. Oh god.
What is that?
Pretty sure that's just like an owl.
Rotten floorboards. Watch your...
Wow.
I need to fix this.
Yep. Get well water test today, ASAP. Okay, what's up? Oh, cool, flashlight. Ooh. Forest trails. Harry, thought you could use this map to the cemetery. You'll find lots of boats along the way, especially at night. Oh, a lot of bait along the way, especially at night. The cemetery is really hard to find. I got lost a bunch of times. Happy fishing, George. I don't know if this is gonna go in my pocket there, so I'm gonna take a. Actually, I just need a photo of the map. Go to. Oh, it does go in my pocket. Not bad. Huh. Whatever. Bleach. Nancy, I'm really sorry, but I just can't face another night here. I'm going to my aunt's in Philadelphia. Doors open. Make yourself at home. We'll call you from my car, Sally. P.S. My cell phone is this number. P.P.S. Please don't hate me. I'm more judgmental than Nancy. I'm the one that's over here like, seriously? Seriously. Get that tree cut down. It's a little late now. Oh, sweet. I can put water in my pocket. That's it? That's it over here? I can't open the cooler? Come on. What's this?
Leaves that appear on a fresh spring tree make my birth different from the other three. When swans drift by on shimmering blue, I'm the one who plays in the summer dew. When autumn's call brings out the deer, it is I who howls on mornings clear. And when winter comes and birds take flight, look to me to sleep through the long gray night.
Interesting.
The moon's so bright, I won't need my flashlight.
Where is it?
Something's out there.
Oh, that is
Now
such
look what you've done.
What?
That was a Strixvaria. At least I think it was. Never know for sure now, will I?
That actually startled me a little bit.
I'm sorry, but you startled me. What are you doing out here?
Birds. I'm trying to look for birds. What are you doing out here?
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm staying in this house, and I heard a lot of weird noises, so I came out here to investigate.
That was me, Miss Nancy Drew, calling in birds. And doing a pretty good job of it, too, till you showed up. Where'd you come from, anyway?
He sounded... That was a bad owl call. I was like, man, that's a bad recording of an owl they did for this game. Oh no, it's this guy trying to pretend to be an owl. That makes way more sense.
I drove in today from River Heights to visit my friend Sally McDonald.
Now, why would you want to do a thing like that? The Malone house is no place for one young woman, let alone two.
You've met Sally?
I talked to her a couple of times. But you know, the last time I saw her, she wasn't doing so good. She acted real anxious, scared.
What do you think was scaring her?
The dogs. The dogs of Mickey Malone. Legend goes that when Malone was finally arrested and hauled away, his 4 dogs went running off into the woods and were never seen again. People would just hear them, howling like their hearts were broken every night until one by one, they all died and went silent. But every time someone tries living in the Malone house, back they come.
Are you saying Sally's house is haunted by ghost dogs?
Every night, ever since she moved in, you could hear them howling. And some nights the dogs would appear outside the house, running around, snarling and barking and throwing themselves at the doors and windows. And then, they'd be gone. They're buried in the cemetery just beyond the house, you know. Them and Malone, both.
The dogs would attack her house?
It's like they don't want anybody but Malone living there. I guess they don't know he's dead. And so are they.
Did she ever call the police?
This isn't New York City, Miss Nancy Drew. All they got around here is one officious little park ranger. And all Jeff Akers does is sit around all day trying to figure out how he can get himself transferred out of here to a bigger park.
Do you live close by?
I just come to Moon Lake in the spring to look for birds. Got an observation platform just up the path, kinda my base camp, and I've got a little outboard down there on the lake. Left my car at the big dock up lake. Don't really need it.
Are those the ghost dogs?
Yes, ma'am. Which is why I think it would be a good idea if I went my merry way and you got yourself back inside that house.
One more thing. The water in Sally's well needs to be tested. How do I do that?
Get a sampling kit from Jeff Akers. Ranger station's on the east side of the lake. Good luck, Miss Nancy Drew.
I'd better wait until daylight. This is not good.
That is a badly animated dog. Haha. AM, please. I would like it to be daylight outside. Is it weird that the dude that came out of nowhere looking for the bird was more scary than the dogs?
Those look too rotten.
Okay, fine. Interesting. Okay, I know where that is. I have no idea which direction to go. I really wish there was a compass in the game. I guess I'm going this way.
A face only a gnome could love.
Ugh. A key. Anything else in here that could be helpful? Oh, look, it's like the boots from Treasure in the Royal Tower. Why a scythe again? What is with these games and scythes?
Oh, the key broke off. It's locked. It's locked. There's got to be another way to get this open.
Is there like a... Okay, why are we looking here if we can't get anything? Okay, so this just takes us there. Well, I'm gonna go this way. Why am I gonna go this way? I honestly don't know.
This must be Red's observation platform.
He's not here right now. That's it. Okay. Cool. Maybe I can.
Better
fix
be
that
careful.
tonight. Left, right, left, right. Left, I guess? A shoe. That's a dead end. I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or where I'm going. That's where the shoe is. Well, I found my way back here.
The boat's full of water. I need to bail out the boat.
Cool, I need to find a bucket. Oh, wait. That's not true. This was not, that was Red's observation deck. Yeah, this is this. But I want the bucket. I want this bucket. This is not helpful. Okay, apparently I can't get the bucket.
Those floorboards need to be replaced. I need to fix this.
Well, that's the
It's
best I
still
can
not
do right now.
fixed.
Oh, you're gonna put it back in my... Darn it. I was gonna leave him there. Can you use that? I need a bucket. Is there a bucket? There's cups in here. No bucket. Well, fine. I guess we're gonna try going through this maze again. I go left this time. And then left. Right. Great. Straight or right? I changed my mind. Oh. Can I take a photo with this? No. Thought I wanted to take a photo. This is obnoxiously confusing. I don't know where I'm going. I am so lost at this point. Oh, about back here. Nope, there's no bucket in there. I need a oh wait, bucket.
Looks like paw prints.
And apparently paw prints.
I need a bucket.
I have a bucket, but I need the bucket for this.
The spark plug is missing.
Oh my god.
I gotta have some torque.
I'm totally guessing on this.
The spark plug is missing.
So I also have to find a spark plug. Plus, neutral, no, positive, neutral, negative. Positive. Oh wait, is it like... I'm gonna write that down. Positive, neutral, negative, positive. That is most likely how these are actually supposed to be. But apparently I need to find a spark plug first. Where? Where have I not looked? Ooh.
It's stuck. I need some sandpaper.
I also need sandpaper. Can't go over here. Or here. Or over here. I've already searched over there. Can't go over there. Can't go over there. Already searched there. Still nothing. I don't know why I keep checking it. That was hopeful. But I need to get to the ranger station. Check again. No. Maybe the screwdriver will help with this? Oh, actually yes, it will. Because somebody was idiotic and put the hinges on externally. Oh, hammer and nails, perfect. That's it. That's it, cool. I need a spark plug.
I need to fix this. This doesn't look very safe. This doesn't look very safe.
Okay, so I don't have enough wooden planks.
It's still not fixed.
Well, maybe what's his nuts is at the thing now. And he has a spark plug. Nope. And I can't search the rest of the observation deck. Wait, let me just make sure. Nope, I cannot. Doesn't let me go off to the side. Where's the spark plug? I have searched like the entire house. And outside of the house.
I need a bucket.
Done that. That's just a way to get lost. Let's look at this map. Unless this... Well, this can get us to the cemetery. Actually. So we want to go left, right, left, right, and then first left, and then it's a right and a left, and then a left at the yellow ribbon, right, left, at the end of that. Straight. Oh wait, no, not straight. Right. My bad. Right. Left. And that should take us to the cemetery, basically, with right. Oh, okay, we can do that at least. There we go. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Oh, this is left. Oh wait, left, right. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Okay. Waldo Matthias, born August 5th, 1876, died May 10th, 1925. Oh, he wasn't that old. Snooky, our beloved dog. Piffin Path. Cedric Cosmo Crinky. Born 1813, April something 1830, died June 21st, 1889, it looks like. Goodness, Oma Pearl. Born October 13, 1789, died January 8th or 18th. 1865, I think. I'd like that. Marbles. We're so sorry to have lost you. Poor Marbles. Stench. Also royal. Okay. Vitus. Born 1924, died 1932. Xander, born 1923, died 1932. Ah, almost my birthday. Lucy, 22 to 32, and Iggy.
These look like dog tracks.
They do. That's interesting. It's not creepy at all. Is there really nothing else to do in here? There's gotta be more to do in here. Even if it is creepy. That's it. Just looking around. Oh no, that just takes me there. I thought it was gonna take me like behind the thing. It just looks. Just go back. Why is that gravestone backwards? Oh, the other gravestone's faced that way. This gravestone's facing us. I want to read it. His gravestone is backwards. Oh, I guess it's just like double-sided. Okay. That's it. Oh, I guess we go. Left, right, left. Right. I actually have no idea what I'm doing now. Now I'm just lost. Don't like that sound. That sounded very close to a rattlesnake. I know rattlesnakes. We don't mess with rattlesnakes. Yep, there we go. Okay. Well, at the very least, we found the cemetery. I messed up somewhere. So I remember left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. It's just off somewhere. Love how it has these notes: the log, shoe, yellow ribbon, orange bird, blue bird. I also love that like it has those markers for the birds. Like we don't know how old this is. It's just somebody named Harry. Huh. Well, at least I know I can do that. Let's go see if What's His Nuts is there and he has a spark plug. I don't see him. Because that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but I don't see him. Nope. He's here only at night, I swear. I'm gonna be pissed. Well, let's go fix the floor, because I have 3 now. And maybe that's enough. Okay. On floorboards, watch your step. Oh, it's gonna be something else with the wall, right? Gotta be something else with the wall. I swear they did this on purpose. Because, like, she doesn't read it until she gets closer and the floorboards break, and then you have to do second chance. They did it on purpose. No, I need a spark plug. There's not a little cell phone here. Oh, I don't think I can call. It's just like a phone book.
Nancy, how's it going?
Hey, Bess. How'd you know it was me?
Telepathy, of course. Just another of my many talents. You are so full of it. She got caller ID, Nancy. So now, instead of hanging up on the geeks that always call her, she just doesn't answer the phone. Very funny. So what's up?
Believe it or not, on some nights, this house gets attacked by a pack of dogs. Sally's so scared of them, she left me here by myself.
Did you say dogs? She couldn't have, George. Dogs don't attack houses.
They were definitely dogs. They came out of nowhere and started leaping at the windows and scratching at the doors like they wanted to get in.
Maybe that was just their way of being friendly.
These dogs were not friendly, believe me, and they had glowing yellow eyes. A birdwatcher I ran into said they were ghosts.
Ghosts?
The man who built Sally's place on Moon Lake was a gangster. The birdwatcher said that the ghosts of his dogs show up every time someone new tries to live here.
The place is haunted by ghost dogs? Like there's such a thing as ghosts. But it does sound like you've got another mystery on your hands, Detective Drew.
There's a private cemetery in the woods out back. Malone and his dogs are supposedly buried there.
Creepy.
And there were paw prints in the cemetery. Fresh paw prints.
Are you sure you're going to be all right there by yourself? We'd volunteer to drive out there and keep you company, but unfortunately my car's in the shop, and you know what a scaredy cat George is.
That's okay. There's really no room, and believe me, living conditions here are pretty primitive.
Scaredy cat, huh? You're gonna pay for that remark, dear cousin.
I could sure use a nice big hint right about now.
Sally must have a spark plug around there someplace. Give her a call. I'm sure you've got her number on your PDA.
Bye, you guys.
See ya. Bye.
She was my next call.
Hello?
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Nancy, did you see them? Did you see the dogs?
Yes, I did, and I can understand why you left. They were pretty frightening. But if it's okay with you, I'd really like to stay and get to the bottom of whatever's going on. That's why you asked me here in the first place, right?
Yes, but Nancy, are you sure?
Positive. Consider Detective Drew officially on the case.
I wish I were even half the trooper you are, Nancy. I have such high hopes for that house. All the beauty there, the wildlife, all the pictures I was going to take. It would break my heart to have to give it up.
I need you to tell me everything you can about those dogs.
They're black and they have yellow glowing eyes and they don't like me one bit.
When's the first time you saw them?
Well, let's see. I heard them the very first night I was here. I heard them almost every night, howling in the distance, but I didn't actually see them until I'd been here about a week. After that, they started appearing pretty much every other night.
Did they always come around the same time, or did it vary?
Actually, they always came around the same time. What are you getting at?
These attacks seem to involve a lot of choreography, which reinforces my theory that you're not being randomly attacked by a pack of wild dogs, but by dogs who've been trained by someone determined to scare you out of your house at Moon Lake.
Who would want to do that? My closest neighbor lives 2 miles away. My property is surrounded by the state park, but it's off-season, so hardly anybody is in the park. In fact, I bet I talked to a total of 3 people the whole 4 weeks I was at Moon Lake.
Which 3 people?
Let's see. The park ranger, I forget his name. Kind of a pain in the neck. Emily Griffin, she's the one who owns that store I told you about. And I ran into this bird watcher a couple of times. Had a funny name.
Red Knot. I've run into him too.
Other than people I may have nodded hello to while getting gas or something, I swear those are the only people I've talked to at Moon Lake.
What about River Heights? Can you think of anyone there who'd want you to sell your house at Moon Lake and move back to River Heights?
You mean like an angry ex-boyfriend or something? Nope, I sure can't.
Since I'm going to be staying here a while, is there anything I should know about the place?
Well, let's see. I've got the water turned off because it's well water and it needs to be tested before I can use it for anything. In fact, if you could get that testing done for me, I'd really appreciate it. Oh, and watch where you walk in the living room. Some of the floorboards are so rotten you could fall right through. And I keep hearing these faint squeaks and rustling type noises coming from below the floor. I hope you're not scared of mice.
Your outboard motorboat is missing a spark plug. Is there one around here by any chance?
I wouldn't know a spark plug if I swallowed one whole. But you need that boat, Nancy. Right now, it's your lifeline. You can't use your car, and believe me, you can't walk anywhere because all the paths around the house end in this thick, horrible brush. You've got to get it fixed. Wait a minute. The bird watcher, he's got a boat. Maybe you could borrow his spark plug or something. Go down the path that's to the right as you look out toward the lake from the house, and you'll eventually see his observation platform. Try him at night. He never seems to be around during the day.
Borrow his spark plug? That's not how that works.
I could really use some sandpaper. Do you have any stashed away somewhere?
Sure don't. Try M's Emporium. That's on the west side of the lake. And brace yourself if you haven't been there yet. The place is something else.
How well do you know the owner?
I feel like I've known her all my life. She's so open and friendly. She likes to make it sound as if Moon Lake used to be a major hangout for criminals and degenerates, which isn't really true and irks some people around here no end. But I figure she's just trying to make a buck.
I'm curious. Why did you characterize the park ranger as a pain in the neck?
I left part of a ham sandwich on a picnic table once. Big mistake. From the way he carried on, you'd think I just made the FBI's 10 most wanted list. I don't think he likes me. Emily says it's because I wrecked his dream of becoming super ranger or something when I bought the Malone house instead of the parks department. Me, I think he just basically has a problem relating to people unless they're asking questions or breaking the law.
Where'd all that stuff in your tool shed come from?
It's just junk left behind by previous owners. Came with the house. I've been meaning to take inventory and start pitching stuff, but I didn't. If they ever make procrastination a crime, I'm done for.
The wall hanging in the living room with a poem on it, and those dog carvings in that cabinet above the sofa. What can you tell me about them?
Aren't they cool? They came with the place. Sold the clock. Apparently, Malone had them custom made when he built the house. In fact, they're all built into the house. They're still there because you can't move them.
Has the clock ever worked?
Not for me. Oh, but get this. One day, I was messing with the hands. You know, trying to get them to work. And all of a sudden, one of the 4 little doors flew open, and instead of a cuckoo, this dog popped out and barked 3 times. It's a doggy clock. That Malone, bad as he was, he sure loved those dogs.
Are you aware that you're the proud owner of your very own cemetery?
Yes. When the realtor told me there was a cemetery on the property, I went, ugh. But when I saw how far from the house it was and how small it was, I decided I could live with it, as it were.
So you didn't go out there much?
No.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
So I'm gonna have to wait till night to talk to him. Okay. You already fixed the floorboards. There's like something under the couch right there. I wonder what's under the couch. All that's really left is the spark plug, so him it is. Time to go look for a bird watcher. Hold up, I got a flashlight. Oh, I don't need a flashlight apparently.
Well, it's Miss Nancy Drew.
Please, just call me Nancy.
I will if you keep your voice down. I just heard a cerulean warbler.
Really? Are they rare?
Something tells me they're gonna be with you around. You didn't come up here to chit-chat, did you?
Do you know much about outboard motors?
Sure do. Only type of motorized vehicle that's allowed on Moon Lake. Heck, if it were up to me, I'd ban them too. Have everybody get around by canoe. Nothing like the threat of physical activity to keep tourists away.
You're not exactly a people person, are you?
I came to see birds, not people. The more people there are in a forest, the fewer birds there are. It's a fact of life. Reason I like to come here is because nobody else does. It's perfect. Not a decent grocery store, restaurant, or motel for miles.
There's no place nearby that sells boat parts? Sally's outboard is missing a spark plug.
I might be able to help you out. After all, I was a Boy Scout. Be prepared.
You mean you have a spark plug I could buy?
Well, just so happens I've got 2 spark plugs right here in my pocket. Question is, if I give you one, what do I get for it? I don't need cash, but maybe you could take a few pictures for me. Know how to use a digital camera?
Sure. What would you like me to take pictures of?
Birds, of course. There's a couple of birds I'm supposed to take pictures of for PEPSOB. That's People for the Preservation and Study of Birds. You can recognize them by their songs, which are on this tape, which you can play on my cassette player, which you're gonna have to get from M's Emporium as soon as you get your boat fixed. Think you can handle that?
Sounds good.
Here's everything you'll need. M's Emporium is up lake on the west side. Not that I'm trying to get you out of my hair or anything, but try not to come pestering me till you're done, okay? One more thing. You smoke?
Cigarettes? No.
These woods may not look it, but they're tinder dry. One lit match, and the best bird habitat on the East Coast will go up in smoke. So watch what you do. 'Cause if anything like that happens, I won't be looking for birds anymore, I'll be looking for you. Watch yourself out there.
Jeez, dude. Forest fires happen. As long as it's a managed forest, it should be fine. And the fire should be controllable. Granted, yeah, don't smoke cigarettes and throw it on the ground, but if it's really bone dry, the lightning could set it off, dude. Jeez. I say this right after we just had some awful forest fires in Ruidoso. Those ones, however, some of the forests either weren't managed or weren't managed yet. And it sounds like the forest fires were arson. So, got some jerks purposely lighting it on fire, and they were out of control. Especially the South Fork fire. There were like 3 happening. One of them was kind of small. The other 2 were pretty big. I knew the Salt fire was arson, but it sounds like the South Fork fire was as well. I think it was South Fork. So yeah. The fires are out though. We fortunately got some rain, which really helped, and the fires were finally managed, controlled, and taken down. This is why forests should be properly managed, cleaned up. There should be controlled burns. Because then you don't get these out of control crazy forest fires like this guy is talking about happening. Although they happen, the animals are usually, as long as it's not arson and out of control, generally speaking, forest fires, the animals know, they leave and they come back. But this is why forests need to be managed properly. I know people want wilderness, but you can't manage wilderness areas. We should just have more things like this. National parks. Places that can be managed forests. We don't necessarily, like, we're not super concerned about or anything. Yep, okay. I need to do this. This is positive. The
I gotta have some torque.
Here's the problem. I'm not sure. Is this positive? This neutral and this negative? It's not really specific. And this just says positive, neutral, negative, positive. It doesn't really explain how. My watch is telling me to get up and move. I'm gonna guess. But yeah. Close the thing. Thank you. Okay, cool. Yay! We're gonna go to the ranger station first. Ooh, we can learn things. Moon Lake Park. What's in a name? Moon Lake is an apt moniker for this crescent-shaped freshwater lake, one of Pennsylvania's best-kept secrets. The lake is home to various species of fish, including trout, carp, and freshwater bass. Great, I'm gonna have to fish at some point. Fishing is permitted with a fishing license. It's talking about fish. I'm gonna have to fish at some point. I'm wondering, is this a real place? Moon Lake. There's a Moon Lake in Mississippi. Pennsylvania. It is a real place. Ooh, very pretty. Cool. Well then, bucket list. Welcome to Moon Lake State Park. Drop by the visitor center. Come say hi to our park ranger. The center provides all your needed information for fun and enjoyable time at Moon Lake. This is a huge private property right here, where we're currently staying. That's massive. Dang. Critters, white-tailed deer, chipmunks, cottontail rabbits, otters, and skunks are some of the more common animals in the Moon Lake State Park. Please note, all wildlife can be dangerous. Never approach, harass, or feed any animals, even small ones. True dat. Birds, common shorebirds, include the great blue heron and the mallard type of duck. East Beach provides ample opportunities for bird watching. South area, which is apparently closed to visitors and surrounded by a bunch of private property. This portion of the park is closed to visitors as several rare birds, such as the yellow-bellied flycatcher, are known to breed in this area of lake. Alright. Fishing regulations. To fish at Moon Lake, a person must be at least 16 years old. They must obtain a current license from a license-issuing agent, like the friendly park ranger behind you. I swear to God, if he's standing directly behind me, I'm going to be mad. Sign it in ink and display it on an outer garment. Also, a person should carry positive proof of identification while fishing. Are you prepared to furnish it when asked? It is against the law to use more than 2 rods and or lines when fishing, and no more than 3 hooks may be affixed to any line. Oh, a hook with 2 or 3 points is considered 1 hook. Okay. Using nets or snagging hooks to catch fish is strictly prohibited. Also, disposing of trash in the water on the adjacent land is illegal. Good, as it should be. All persons on board any type of boat or kayak must wear a Coast Guard approved personal flotation device at all times. I have that in my inventory. Show courtesy to other anglers and exercise safety at all times. Boating. Boating regulations. The use of motors in excess of 18 horsepower is prohibited. All persons on board any type of boat or kayak shall wear a we know that. The mooring of boats to any dock, wharf, pier, shop, or boat launch in a manner that interferes with public use or creates a hazard to swimmers or other watercraft is prohibited. Sailboats greater than 14 feet in length and multi-hull sailboats are prohibited. Inflatable boats must be greater than 7 feet in length, made of tough reinforced fabric, and have at least 2 separate buoyancy chambers, exclusive of any inflatable floor or bottom. All boats must display a state park launch permit, which can be obtained from the park ranger once it passes inspection. Hiking. Always carry the 10 essentials. See a park ranger for a detailed list. I have a flashlight. Carry a map of the area. Know how to use it. I have that. And dress in appropriate clothing. Although hiking by yourself is enjoyable, hiking with 2 is always safer and more fun. True. Children should not hike without proper adult supervision. Keep pets leashed at all times and clean up after your pet. Please. Clean up after your pet. Seriously. Stay on the designated trails. Shortcuts cause damage to precious park resources. For night hiking, use a flashlight to illuminate the trail and to watch for snakes and scorpions, particularly around tall grassy areas and bushy undergrowth. Scorpions, man, I hate scorpions. Tip for scorpions, at least certain kinds of scorpions, black light. If you ever go to White Sands, take a black light, especially if it's late and it's getting dark. Poison ivy and ticks are common in the park. Check yourself and your pet thoroughly for ticks after hiking. Be a friend and help us keep it clean. Will do. Hey kids, check out Moon Lake's nature highlights. Chipmunk, Dame's rocket, gray squirrel, white-tailed deer, skunk, eastern tiger, swallowtail, trout, otter, great blue heron, buttercup, and red-tailed hawk. Can you look at that? No. Oh, there's the park ranger. We'll talk to him eventually. There's other things to do. Got some arrowheads, some jewelry. Arrowheads are everywhere, guys. Civilian Conservation Corps. In 1932, when the United States was in the throes of the Great Depression, presidential candidate Franklin D. Roosevelt, FDR, recognized that the country was facing two very serious problems. Its natural resources were rapidly being destroyed by soil erosion and deforestation, and thousands of able-bodied men were unemployed and desperately looking for work. So when he was elected, Roosevelt immediately compelled Congress to pass the Emergency Conservation Work Act. It called for the establishment of a peacetime army of men who, stationed at various camps throughout the country, would undertake work projects that would save and revitalize the nation's forests, while allowing the men to earn much-needed paychecks. This is all true, actually. By the end of 1935, this army, called the Civilian Conservation Corps, had been successfully mobilized and was hard at work. 500,000 enrollees were stationed at 2,650 camps, which were located in all 48 states, as well as the territories of Hawaii and Alaska. Well, that's right, they weren't states at the time. The men undertook projects ranging from building roads and fire towers to stringing telephone lines and planting billions of trees. When the CCC was abolished in 1942, it had left its mark on every state in the nation. The importance of its role in the development of recreational facilities in national, state, county, and metropolitan parks throughout the country could not be understated. The building in which you are now sitting is a testament to the dedication and determination of Roosevelt's tree army. Oh, and a CCC train, transporting supplies. This is all actually very true. This is fact.
I probably shouldn't mess around with this without Ranger Akers' permission.
Fine. There's a computer. Oh, health and safety tips. Well water. The lake is too far from any major city for its residents to tap into a public water supply. Therefore, everyone living in the area must rely on private wells for the water. Free drinking. Wells are located according to the requirements set down at the state, but a well does not last forever. Sooner or later, wells begin to lose their ability to keep out contaminants. The best reason a well should be inspected every few years, and its water should be tested at least once a year. Water can be contaminated by chemicals such as pesticides and fertilizers, by naturally occurring elements such as arsenic and lead, and by wasteborne microbes, which can cause diseases as dysentery, hepatitis, giardiasis, and cryptosporidiosis. Oh, if a medical person watches this, they're going to judge me on that pronunciation. Well water that is contaminated may look and smell fine, which is why testing is imperative to ensure safety. On the other hand, well water that's smelly and tastes like rotten eggs might be perfectly safe. It's true, might just have some sulfur in it. This unpleasant odor may come from the underground rocks surrounding the source of the well water, but more likely it is caused by bacteria, which, though harmless, live in rapidly multiplying colonies in the well and emit hydrogen sulfide gas as part of their life cycle. That too. Disinfecting the well with carefully calculated amounts of chlorine can reduce or eliminate foul odors by destroying the bacteria which create them. If your well is more than 20 years old, has not been used or tested for more than a year, or there is a sudden change in the quality, immediately stop drinking the water and disconnect your plumbing system from the well. Then get the water testing kit from the friendly, ever-helpful park ranger behind you and take a sample. We'll explain how the sample works. Priming the pump, send it to the address included in the kit. When working with water systems, large or small, always remember turning a valve to the right will shut it off. Turning it to the left will allow water to flow. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. That's how I was always taught. Priming a pump. When a pump seems to stop working, that was the suck of water. Pump needs to be primed. Let's see which runs a plunger. One end of the plunger is attached to the pump handle. It's attached to the valve. Okay. Hantavirus. I don't want to read about that. It's passed by rodents. Lyme disease. I know someone with Lyme disease. I don't want to read about it. Read it from ticks. Giardiasis. Giardiasis. Beaver fever. Caused by a parasite that lives in the intestines of people and animals. Ugh. Forest fire prevention. Number 1. Put out your controlled little, like, for your campfire. Put it out when you're done. Don't smoke in the forests, or at least put out your cigarette properly if you are going to smoke. Lightning. We'll start it as well. I can't really do that. But yeah, most forest fires are started by human carelessness or by arson jerks, which is what happened in Ruidoso, apparently. Oh yeah, don't do fireworks in the forests. Actually, where I live, they have banned aerials this year because of how dry it is. So no aerial fireworks on 4th of July because of how dry it is and how risky it is for a fire. Firearms can be risky. Yep. Only you can prevent forest fires. Drop in the comments if you know who said that. Never start a campfire unless you have water or sand available. Actually, sand is a great way to put out a fire. So if you're in a desert area and you have a campfire, just grab some sand from nearby, throw it on there. Just make sure there's nothing in the sand that can catch fire. Just sand. And fire feeds off oxygen, so careful with wind. Spark of an engine. Wow, 70 to 100-year-old trees, dang. Poisonous plants. I don't want to. Poison ivy and poison oak. Just don't touch the plant. This guy's gonna make me do a freaking quiz, isn't he? I just know he's gonna make me do a quiz. History of Moon Lake. Oh my god, there's so much to read, and I might read this on my own outside of the recording. Ooh, photos of animals. Ooh, very pretty. Oh, gorgeous. Ooh. If you guys want me to, if anyone watches this and you want me to read through all of this, let me know, and I can do that. I can do that in my next recording. Ooh, poison ivy. Just don't touch the plant. Who's sensitive? Some people are very sensitive. They can develop a severe rash of blisters and extreme swelling. Seek medical treatment if that happens. That might be me. I'm allergic to so much. Oh, again with hantavirus, deer mouse. Yeah, which is why we should get rid of the mice. Oh, that's why there's so much bleach. Good to know. We've got this thing now. We're good. Giardiasis. Beaver fever. Oh, I love how it puts like the symptoms on here too. Dang. Lyme disease. Again, I know someone who has Lyme disease. They have so many health issues because of it. It's not really curable. And forest fire prevention. Only you can prevent forest fires. Okay. Ooh.
Hello. Can I help you?
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. I'm visiting Sally McDonald. Are you the park ranger?
Park Ranger Jeff Akers, at your service. Let's see. Sally McDonald is the woman who bought the old Malone place.
That's her. Unfortunately, she seems to have developed a problem of the canine kind.
Don't tell me she believes all that ghost dog stuff.
I saw them myself.
Whatever's out there, I'm sure they're no more and no less than exactly what they look and sound like. Dogs. Living, breathing, very noisy dogs.
Any idea what would make a dog's eyes glow yellow?
Something in their diet, maybe? Some oddball vitamin or protein.
Why do you think dogs would attack Sally's house?
Dogs can be trained to do almost anything.
Have you ever investigated the ghost dogs yourself?
Do you always ask this many questions?
Sorry, it's my nature. But would it be okay if I asked a few more?
I'm a very busy man, Miss Drew, but I am here to serve the public.
Do you have something I could use to test the well water at Sally's?
Sure do. Simple to use, too. Just pump some water into this vial, return the sample to me, I'll send it off, and in a day or two, you'll find out whether or not your water's fit to drink.
Does everyone out here have a well?
Everyone who doesn't want to die of thirst does. Hooking up to a municipal water supply is out of the question. Too expensive.
This place isn't exactly your ordinary ranger station, is it?
It's also the Moon Lake Post Office, and it's the unofficial Moon Lake Museum of Factual and Natural History. I've lived here all my life, so I can't help but feel obligated to protect not only the area's flora and fauna, but also its past.
Which is apparently rather colorful.
As a member of the law enforcement community, I prefer to dwell on the positive aspects of history instead of on the activities of a bunch of glorified thugs.
What do you know about the cemetery behind the Malone house?
People are buried there. Beyond that, what's to know?
Are Malone's dogs buried there?
That's the rumor.
The inscription on one of the tombstones reads Waldo Matthias. Does that name ring any bells?
Not in my steeple.
Would you mind mailing this letter for me?
Not at all.
Would it be okay if I looked around?
Please do. And if you have any questions, any more questions, just ask.
Thanks for all your help.
That's why I'm here. Oh, and one last thing. The deer mouse population has boomed this year, so please take precautions if you're cleaning out any area where they may have nested. They can carry some nasty diseases.
Thanks for the tip, Ranger Acres.
Hantavirus. Oh, did I give him the letter? Okay, cool. Oh, how old is this tree? Did you know that the growth rings on a tree indicate its age and the environmental conditions in which it grew? This cross-section is a reproduction of a pine tree that was 62 years old when it was cut down. That's a really wide, that's a big tree. Please note that the large side of this display does not reflect the actual width of a 62-year-old pine. Okay. 34, pine seedling. 1939, broad, evenly spaced rings indicate healthy growth. 44, growth disparity occurs. 54, although the tree is growing straight again, narrow rings indicate competition for sunlight and nutrients from other trees. 57, rapid growth begins again, probably due to the removal of neighboring trees. 60, a burn scar from a fire that quickly scorched the forest. 72, a prolonged drought in the area causes narrow growth rings. 87, these narrow rings are the result of a sawfly insect infestation. Sawfly larvae consume conifer buds and needles. Why does it look like there's a dog that hangs out here? There's a dog bone as a bowl. It's like a little dog bed. Where's the dog? I want to see a dog. Speaking of dogs, I've got one out in the living room barking his fool head off. Can I look at this now?
I probably shouldn't mess around with this without Ranger Acres' permission.
Speaking of dogs, is mine bored? Is she bored? Are you bored hanging out in here? Poor girl. M's Emporium.
Hey there! Welcome to M's Emporium. I'm Emily Griffin.
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm staying out at the old Malone place. You know, the house Sally McDonald bought?
Now what's she doing inviting guests out to that old dump?
She's got a little problem she's hoping I can solve. But right now, I need a chainsaw.
A chainsaw?
A tree fell down in the driveway behind my car, and now I'm blocked in.
I'll get Tucker Davis to take care of it. Gotta warn you, though. Tucker tends to do things in his own sweet time. So how come Sally ain't with you?
The ghost dog scared her off.
I told her. I said, Sally, that old house is gonna be nothing but trouble. And sure enough, Malone's hounds have come back. Just when we all thought they were finally resting in peace.
Have you ever seen the dogs?
Nope. Don't want to, neither. Just hearing them howl's bad enough. Scares the bejeebies out of me.
I got the bejeebies scared out of me twice last night. Just before I saw the dogs, I caught a man named Red Knot prowling around outside the house.
The bird watcher. Comes in every so often to stock up on that weirdo food he eats. You know how them tree hugger types are.
Has he been in the area long?
About as long as those pink-billed warblers and purple-eyed owls he's always chasing have been around. Couple of months, I guess.
Mr. Knott did me a favor, and in return he asked me to pick up a cassette player from you.
Oh, yeah. I got it right here. Thought maybe the old coot had forgotten he left it here. What else can I do you for?
These so-called ghost dogs left very real paw prints. I saw some near the cemetery that's by the Malone house. Have you ever been there?
Can't say as I have. Poking around cemeteries ain't exactly a hobby with me.
Does the name Waldo Matthias mean anything to you?
Can't say as it does.
My mother enjoys poking around cemeteries, especially old ones.
Where do you find your... Achoo!
Bless you. It's all the dust. Sometimes I think it grows on this stuff.
Some of those old bottles are beautiful. Where'd you get them?
Found 'em. See, back in the days of Prohibition, that old Malone place used to be Party Central. Only way to get to and from back then was by boat. And when those boats dumped, on account of bad weather or bad driving or the feds suddenly showing up, well, everything from diamond necklaces to full bottles of illegal booze sank to the bottom of the lake.
So it's finders keepers, huh?
That's right. See, recovering objects from the lake bed is illegal. According to Squeaky Wheel Acres, dragging the lake for artifacts was upsetting its delicate eco-balance. So thanks mostly to his constant squawking, the state banned it.
Squeaky Wheel Acres?
Jeff Akers, local park ranger. I keep telling him all this stuff washed up on shore. But does that snobby little stickler for rules believe me?
Sounds like you aren't real fond of Ranger Acres.
Jeff Akers could take all his precious rules and regulations and take a flying leap. Now, I got nothing against getting more customers in here, mind you. But I kind of like Moon Lake the way it is. Small, quiet, out of the way. But Jeff Akers, why, there's nothing he'd like better than to see all the lake and all the property around it turned into one big, noisy, jam-packed state park.
Why would he want that?
He's the type of guy who likes to boss people around, makes them feel important. So if the park got way bigger and was crawling with tourists, why, instead of giving out maybe one ticket for littering every 2 days, he'd be giving out 12 tickets every 2 hours. He'd be in heaven. Well, hey, I'm sure you got better things to do than getting your ear chewed off by yours truly.
I need to buy something.
You want it? I got it. Long as you pay cash, that is.
Right now, cash is kind of a problem for me. Do you think we could do some kind of trade-out?
You scratch my back, I scratch yours, huh? Seeing as how you're a friend of Sally's, and seeing as how I got some things around here that could use doing, I guess we could work something out. What is it you need?
Do you sell sandpaper by any chance?
I do, but Mr. Birdbrain was in last week and cleaned me out. Said he was tired of that observation platform of his giving him splinters in his hinter regions.
I've disturbed him enough already. Would anyone else around here have some?
He's your only hope, but you better ask him for it quick. That deck of his is pretty big, and those squares I sold him are pretty small.
Guess I'll see you later.
Always a pleasure.
I gotta get the photos first. Live bait, okay. Anything here? No. Oh, what's this? A piece of the past. 80 years ago, Moon Lake was crawling with gangsters, flappers, and jazz musicians from the big city. They traveled to and from parties by boat and were so rich that if they accidentally dropped something in the lake, they wouldn't even bother going after it. Each item you see here was fished out of Moon Lake and most likely belonged to some wealthy big shot. By legal means. Don't go home without buying at least one genuine artifact from the Roaring 20s. Alright. Oh, get a fishing license here. Okay. Well, that's it. Oh, okay. I guess we can go get some bird photos. I'll get some bird photos and call it there. Maybe. Depends on how long it takes me to get bird photos. Go this way. Okay. Hold up. Okay. Where's the map? There's probably a cut there because the robot vacuum started going. So they did. On my notes, I made a note of when that happens. Easier to edit. Oh, right. We are looking for, I'm going to guess, the blue bird, the orange bird, the red bird, and the yellow bird. Okay. I'm going to make notes of these. Red, blue, yellow, and orange. So, it's be left, right, right, left, right, right, left, 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 right, and that's all of them. All of them will start with it. Okay, for the red, it'll then be straight, left, left, right, left, left. Okay. The blue will be right, left. Yellow and orange will also have that. So, right, left to get to the yellow. Left, right, left, right, right. Left, right, right for the orange. Okay.
American goldfinch. Northern cardinal. Red-tailed hawk. Western tanager.
Okay. Does he want us to take photos like in order?
American goldfinch.
I feel like the cardinal's gonna be the red one.
Here, birdie, birdie, birdie.
I'm not looking for a blue jay though. Right, left. The yellow is right. Left, right? Oh, that's why, because that's his yellow ribbon. Left. Left, right. Left, left. Left. Right. Straight right. Okay. My bad. I think I'm here. Let's go to the orange first.
American goldfinch.
That's not what I want.
Darn, it flew away.
American goldfinch.
No, that's not what I want. I want the goldfinch.
American robin.
Here. Where am I here? Okay. Just trying to find the goldfinch.
No birds here.
Nope. Why does that sound like a freaking rattlesnake?
I must have scared it.
Come on, Nancy.
American robin.
I got a robin.
Blue jay.
I got the blue jay.
Northern cardinal. Red-tailed hawk. Western tanager.
must have scared it.
Come on. That would be the yellow bird.
Missed it.
Come on. The one I'm not sure on is the red-tailed hawk. This way.
No birds here.
Okay, okay.
Here, birdie, birdie, birdie.
So there was a bird that way. I am at the shoe. Okay, that's the fallen tree.
I must have scared it.
Come on. Okay, there's the log. Okay, I think I got the one that's orange bird.
Come back!
Seriously? I do not know where the red-tailed hawk is. This takes us to the cemetery, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I must have scared it.
Seriously? How am I supposed to not scare it? Oh, that's the log, that's why. Fallen tree. Try this once more.
Darn, it flew away.
How am I supposed to take photos if they keep flying away? Hmm? Well, we are past the hour-and-a-half mark, so... That's not where it is. Where's the thing? There it is. Prime it. Oops, didn't mean to do that. That's not what I want. There we go. I'm gonna use that for the mice. Right now, I need something for the water. I can find the door handle. It's fine. Well, maybe I need to talk to that guy again. Yeah, I think I just need to talk to that guy again. And possibly get advice for taking photos of those birds. So I'm gonna switch to PM. And then we're gonna save and call it here. And then when I play again, I'm just gonna ask that guy, like, hey, dude. I'm gonna call it annoying birds. Deal with annoying birds. So yeah, when I come back, I will talk to the guy, the bird watcher guy, get advice on getting photos of the birds that keep running away from me. Maybe he's got bird seed or something. I don't know. And we'll continue trying to solve the mystery of the ghost dogs. We didn't get very far today because we were doing chores. We'll also find the plunger thing to prime the pump to get the water tested. And then we'll just continue trying to figure out these dogs that are haunting the place. But at this point, I have to go let my dogs outside. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please click the like button. Leave a comment below. That way I know that somebody is watching these. Again, if you have suggestions for a secondary game for me to play to kind of supplement through the summer break, please let me know. And then, of course, if you're enjoying all of my videos, click the subscribe button and the little bell button to get notified whenever a new video is posted. But on that note, you all will see me the next time we play. And until then, don't plagiarize. Just don't do it.